How strange. It's never this quiet. Toma's playing his ventriloquist game. Toma? Toma! Hey, you can come out now. Paimon's seen you already. Oh, not a... Huh. What's got Taro Maru so worked up today?
Hello. Have either of you seen...
No, we thought he'd be with you. Why has...
Then it's as I feared. On the way here, I wasn't certain whether it was true, so I came right here. The Raiden Shogun is holding a vision hunt ceremony at the statue of the omnipresent god today, to mark the 100th vision seed and the 100th vision bearer in question. The one who will have their vision seized, I fear, is Toma.
Hold up a second. So the ceremony that Toma said the Tenryou Commission were busy...
I believe so. The Shogun and the Tenryou Commission see the ceremony as a milestone. With the... This cannot happen.
Yeah, like it or not, you represent the whole Yashiro Commission. So if you go and pull a stunt like that, you're basic... And by doing it so publicly, you might be implicating a...
There is no other option. I must act with haste. He is my friend. To think that not long ago we were... But... Okay, I'll...
Don't worry, Ayaka. A friend's life is on the...
Capable of using elemental energy without a fission. You are an exception, it appears. Exceptions, the enemy of eternity. You will be inlaid upon this statue. You are that which is furthest from eternity. Exceptional. One with nature. Clouds not dead. The birds come. Inferior.
You're dead meat!
Let's dance. Come on. We can do it!
No turning back! Look alive! Lightning falls on the land of eternity. Inferior. Strike dead! That hurts!
The wind knows.
This ends now. Buckle up!
I'll protect you.
You ain't messing around!
One with nature.
Let's get it on! You ain't messing around! Evasion is futile.
Let's dance.
Strike dead!
The wind
This
knows.
ends now. Inferior. Buckle up! Evasion is futile.
As one with wind and cloud.
Instabilities will be removed. You are an enemy that requires special attention. Inferior. This ends now. You face the lightning directly. Commendable.
Wake up, wake up!
Shogun, who was that?
Seize him under the decree. Next time, I will strike twice.
Why have we stopped here?
In case you've forgotten, the Komore tea house is the safest place for me to The only thing is, I probably won't be able to leave again for some time. Go to Tatarasuna and find the resistance. The Shogun's army is almost certainly about to issue a warrant for our arrest. There are very few parties that will be willing to shelter us, but the resistance isn't.
Paimon's pretty sure Ayaka mentioned them before. Oh yeah! Sangonomiya's group! The ones who can—
That's right. The resistance was founded by Sango no Miya Kokumi, the divine priestess. However, the Yashiro Commission is not on especially close terms with the resistance. But you're different, so that shouldn't work against you. The only issue is that we can't be sure of the resistance forces You'll likely pass through territory occupied by the Shogun's army at some point. Don't worry about me.
We gotta hurry up! The Tenryou Commission— Let's get out of here!
I heard they added a couple more people to the wanted list.
But most of our forces are out on the front line. How are we supposed to effectively prioritize?
Last thing I heard was that we'd push the resistance back to just northwest.
I doubt it. Their rear guard isn't far from there. We're gaining ground anyway. We should focus on patrol. Come on.
Fair point.
The northwest of Musorgin Gorge. So that's where the resistance...
Oh, hey. You managed to escape
Yeah. Where are you headed?
Higi Village. I've heard the rumors, but it's still gotta be a safe. What about you?
Don't get me started. I was recuperating on Nozuchi. The Resistance aren't having an easy time of it. They don't have the manpower for an all. The front line used to be further forward, but they had to retreat a couple of times. And that's where I've just come from. I was lucky to get out. It's much too dangerous. Their forces are so scattered that no one knows who's who and anyone you run in. I think we need to keep moving. Things are changing so fast.
Agreed. Why don't we stick together?
Nazuchi Beach. Sounds like that's where the resistance and the show...
One with nature.
Hey, look! Do you think that's a resistance fighter? Looks like he's in a tight spot. Let's go help him out!
The wind knows.
Don't hold back! Watch your step!
Look alive!
Show me what you've got!
One with nature.
Strike back! I'll damage it up. Train harder.
Into the wind.
Vested.
Let's dance.
Thank you so much for your help. I'm Teppei of the. I was sent to the front line just recently. I was looking forward to doing my part. Instead, you aren't dressed like resistance. Great. Just the other day, I heard General Goro complaining about how desperate we are for more. I'll escort you back to our camp. But first, as you can see, the resistance are at a constant disadvantage. The goal of the Shogun's army is to uphold eternity. To this end, they have the support of the Tenryou Commission's general. As for us, vision bearers are few and far between as it is. The fact we're even able to hold out is thanks to the brilliant strategic mind of Her Excellency, Sango. If only I had a vision myself. Not only would I be better placed to share Her Excellency, I couldn't help but notice that you used elemental energy when saving.
He's a special case. He doesn't have a vision.
Are you serious? That's incredible. You have to let me introduce you to General Goro. Perhaps I can also make a worthy contribution this way. Of course, I'd much rather prove my worth by the sword. Anyway, we shouldn't delay. Let's head off.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
One with nature.
This is what happened, General Goro. I was surrounded by shogunate samurai, and they can use the elements without a vision. The Resistance could really use people with that.
I presume you've heard that the goal of the Resistance is to This is no easy task. Each who sets foot on the battlefield, tell me, why do you wish to join us? The Resistance cannot accept any who don't possess a warrior's will. You're referring to the ceremony to mark the 100th vision seized under the decree, right? There was a disturbance, allegedly. Highly unusual considering that the why do you wish to discuss this all of a sudden? What?
Yep, we had a fight with the Raiden Shogun and everything. Then we grabbed the Vision Bearer and whisked him off to sea. After that, they added us to the army's wanted.
Now that you mention it, we did just recover a bounty notice from a shogunate samurai defeated in battle. It read, "Reward for the capture of a blonde-haired traveler and their mysterious..."
What? Who are they calling a mysterious blank?
My apologies. I understand your situation well enough for now. Her Excellency is currently away from the camp. We don't know where she went, but I will ask Teppei here to show you around the camp first, and then dispatch you straight to the front line. If you're ready.
Yes, sir. I used to be in the logistics division, so I'm the right person to show you around. I know this. I'll make sure you get a warm Resistance welcome. Let's start with the field hospital. Some of my friends are recovered. Last time I saw them, I promised that I'd introduce any new recruits. When they're finally back...
Looks like a strong addition to the troop. Hopefully some...
Whoa. Brand new recruit and your first thought is to start sparring with Teppei. Did you bring this one in?
Well, the enemy are much stronger than we could have imagined. At one point, there were a horde of enemy troops surging towards us like the tide. But I didn't flinch. I drew my blade and charged straight...
Look at you. When did you grow nerves?
This guy stole the show, though. When he saw me tiring and falling back, he burst onto the scene and took down I heard he even stormed the Vision Hunt ceremony. And that the Raiden Shogun herself failed to take...
Amazing work, both of you. Still, I can believe most of that, but him facing off against the Raiden Shogun? I think you might be about... Either way, to tell the truth, with all the... But seeing fresh recruits join our ranks and hearing Teppei's exploit...
That's a lukewarm epiphany if you ask me. While you're lying there, itching to get better.
It did? Well, do you need me to get you something to... I heard about a remedy recently that uses wild bugs. All you need to do is grind Onikabuto and... They say it feels cool on the skin and acts fast.
Sure, I'll take one. Thanks.
Sounds a little strange to me.
Well, how about we let our new recruit decide? If you're a fan of weird and wonderful remedies, please gather some Onikabuto for me. I'll take it, but if you're more of a wolf hook advocate, bring some of those instead. Personally... Thanks for your help. Have... All right. I can't guarantee it'll work, but if it does, why don't you hand me the ingredients? It's a bit of a chore.
Ow, ow, ow. Huh? Just like that.
Looks like this might actually work. Not bad, Teppei. As soon as I'm better...
Sparring? You have a one-track mind, seriously. When you first applied it, it felt like you were rubbing salt into the wound. But then the pain disappeared and there was just a cool sensation. Thanks to both of you for looking after us so well. The day...
Just glad we were able to help.
Don't forget to visit the training grounds. Get some practice in.
Calm down.
The training grounds. That reminds me. They should be doing archery training over there right now.
Curse the Vision Hunt decree.
Oh, another miss. Let's see now. I've loosed exactly 10 arrows.
Bullseye?
Only one hit the target.
This isn't good enough. It's evident from these past few days the practice alone. How hard could it be? Just draw the bow, aim. With progress like this, who knows when we'll be fit for battle? I suppose all we—
Seems things have gotten tough on the front line recently. All the best. I guess we'll just have to keep practicing ourselves. At this—
Come on, guys, less complaining, more training.
Teppei-senpai?
Listen up for a second. I've come to introduce our new— In battle, he single-handedly slayed multiple shogunate samurai without so much as breaking a sweat. And that was after interrupting the vision hunt ceremony with a feat of stunning bravery. Not—
Is that true? Perhaps you'd be willing to— We promise not to take too much of your time. A quick demonstration would be all we need. Our previous—
It would mean a lot.
Oh, you got it.
Well, there you have it. I told you our latest—
Incredible! I think my posture was off, and I didn't draw back with enough force. Seems I also need to focus on keeping my—
Those few, huh? Watching your demonstration was a great help. At least this time I was able to observe some proper technique. Honestly, before this whole conflict came about, I was just another everyday citizen. My wife and I were leading a quiet life together. War and the actions of the Shogun's army ignited something inside me. That's why— Can those of us without visions or combat skills really become adept fighters? There's no use in speculating. Thank you both for your—
Stay focused. With us holding the front line, you can continue— Now then, let me show you— Where should we head next?
Sir, we've got trouble. The Shogun's army— There are still many wounded in the camp. We mustn't let the enemy break through—
What? Impossible. How— We'd better go assess the situation.
Formation! Soldiers!
Into the wind! Clouds out! The birds come!
Let's get it on!
I won't forgive this.
Well, we managed to hold them off. We have sentries and patrols posted all around the perimeter here. Unless we have they must have an informant, feeding them intelligence and helping them to approach unseen. Our priority is finding the agent and protecting the camp.
Sir, if I may, I just returned from inspecting the perimeter. It appears that several portions of our defensive— The Shogun's army must have known about this vulnerability and made their way over. I suggest we repair the walls and double the guard.
In that case— Understood. Leave the repairs to us. Why don't we make this more interesting, recruit? A contest between the two of us. Just don't underestimate. Alright, that should do it. The Shogun's army will have a hard time getting past this. It seems I've made another valuable contribution to the resistance. I thought getting transferred to the front line would be a chance to showcase my abilities and square off with the enemy.
Why are you so insistent about being—
It's just like General Goro said. We join the There are a multitude of ways to contribute to the resistance, but anyway, we got more than we bargained for inspecting the camp. If all goes well, we might just be assigned a few missions.
Time to go. The wind knows me.
Strange. I don't see General...
We've had a change of plan. The Shogun's army is attempting an advance on the main front. Reports have it that, as for us, it's been days since Her Excellency last made an appearance here. We've executed almost... The situation is becoming grim. If we retreat for now, we can only pray that General Gold...
We should go to the front line. Our forces need all the help they can get. We're no use to them here. We mustn't let Tatarasuna fall to the enemy.
Time to go.
So, you are the only one here? I thought I might get to meet your grand strategist. She is the one that's been causing our forces so much trouble. The fact the resistance, but soon, the resistance will fall. They are no match for the might. We have already rooted out those behind the resistance.
I have faith in Her Excellency and in the soldiers. The Vision Hunt Decree is a brutal injustice. Our resistance has only just begun.
It is futile. There is one other thing. I'm sure you've seen the recent arrest warrants. I trust that the blonde traveler is somewhere. I will make you a deal. Hand him over to us, and you'll buy yourself some time. A respite from the bloodshed would be advantageous to both sides.
So that's why you brought reinforcements.
He is of great importance to the almighty Shogun. But the way I see it, he is expendable to the...
That's where you're wrong! He means just as much to us. As a member of the Resistance, he's a comrade. I'll never surrender him to you. The Resistance never betrays its own. Her Excellency made that clear to everyone from the...
General Goro!
Teppei... and the Traveler... What? It would appear our time to fight side by side is final...
Well, we meet again. This time, I won't let you... I thought that you would seek refuge with the Resistance in the hope of receiving us. That you choose to show up here proves that you have more bravery in you than I... Why not represent the Resistance in a fight of honor?
A fight of honor? What's that?
Before the battle begins, each side chooses their finest warrior for a match of single comp. To the superior force, there's little significance in such a duel. But to the weaker force, victory could constitute... Her motives are clear. She wants to use the match as an opportunity to capture you. Do not...
Well, what do you think?
Remove all threats to eternity! By order of the almighty Shogun!
Be wary! You're up against a powerful opponent!
You got this!
There's more than one round! Keep it up!
Strike! Storm the front!
That's 2 rounds in a row!
Great!
The Shogun's army is not invincible! We can win! The soldiers are rallying! Your warrior's will is bringing them hope, Traveler!
Let's get it on!
Into the wind!
I need to train harder.
Stronger than I anticipated. This contest has served its purpose. Soldiers, attack glory to the Shogun and her everlasting
Prepare to engage! All of you, with me!
No!
Stand firm! Hold the line! Her Excellency!
The wait is over, my comrades. Now is our moment.
Calm as the breeze, my lady.
I just hope you can afford all these mercs you've gathered! Ha!
Kazuha!
We meet again, old friend.
Retreat!
All forces, retreat!
Greetings. This is the first time we've met. I am Sangonomiya Kokomi, organizer of the Resistance, and also the Divine Priestess of what perhaps it's the first time you're hearing that title. To put it simply, I'm the person currently in charge on Watatsumi Island. I've actually heard all about you from Beidou and Kazuha. I hadn't expected to find you join the Resistance, though. Do you have a plan beyond this point? In that case, shall we continue our conversation at the Shrine of Sangonomiya? Although the Shogun's army has retreated for now, the war is far from over. The Vision Hunt Decree has not been repealed, and neither the Tenryo Commission nor the Raiden Shogun show any sign of stop. I suggest we move to the shrine to discuss our counterplan.
Can I come too? I know Watatsumi Island very well. I can...
Goro, thank you for all you Our forces are weaker than the Shogun's army. And my absence can only have made... I'm afraid I must still ask you to stay a while longer. To keep eyes on the Shogun's army and also to see to the wounded.
Well received, Your Excellency.
I must return to Sangonomiya now. I have a few things. Thank you for all your efforts so far. Fight for the future of Inazuma.
I guarantee you, only the Alcor could pull off an ambush. Did we give you a fright? I gotta admit, I was caught off guard myself. When we dropped you off in Rito, that wherever you might end up, you'll always, if you're ever in a tight spot,
On the way here, I happened to learn of the bounty on your head. As expected. I hear also that you witnessed the Raiden Shogun? I trust the Musono Hitotachi. Perhaps one day we will be able to face her oppression head-on.
Her Excellency never fails us. I must say, I was certainly surprised to look out and see Ka. At that time, his friend was defeated in a duel before the throne and executed by the Raiden Shogun. Hard to believe.